You can conquer the fear of failure. You can conquer anything. With great risk comes great reward. If you are willing to make sacrifices for your goals, then your goals become the sacrifice. As men, we absolutely hate failing. What we hate even more is failing in front of other people. But I think it's safe to say everyone hates failing, especially when it's in front of other people. We hate being embarrassed. We hate getting our ego shattered. But look, man, I've been there too. I think we all have at some point. But do you want to know who it hurts more to see us fail, to see our egos get shattered more than ourselves? The people who love and care about us. And the reason that is because they don't like seeing us knocked down. They don't like seeing us suffering. Because of that, what often will happen is that they'll fearmonger failure on top of you, saying that failure is the end result, saying that failure should be avoided at all costs. Failure is the enemy is what they're gonna tell you. So that just instills values in us that we should avoid failure at all costs because one, we don't wanna hurt our egos, and two, we don't want to hurt the feelings of those around us. However, what you need to truly understand that if you want to accomplish the things you want to accomplish in life, you are going to have to face failure and adversity at some point. You're going to have to man up and drop your ego. Accept that failure is going to be inevitable and it's a part of the learning process. You can try to tell the people who love and care about you that you're going to be chasing your dreams, but in 90% of cases, 95, 99% of cases, they're not going to understand like you do. They don't understand exactly what you want in life. Only you do. Because they hate seeing you get knocked down, hate seeing you suffer, hate seeing you mourn over your failures, they're gonna try to tell you to not take risk so you don't face failure. They would rather you have stability instead of taking those risks. But you know deep down that taking those risks are gonna get you closer to where you wanna go in life. Only you know those things, not them. They aren't gonna understand. And if you do take the stability route instead of trying to chase your dreams, taking those risks, confronting failure, you'll be putting stability over your own happiness. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still be happy and be in a stable position. And what I mean by stable position, I should say like 9 to 5, doing a job that you know you don't want to do. You know you'd rather be chasing your dreams, maybe starting a business or something like that. If you know for a fact you don't want to be working that 9 to 5 and you know you want to be chasing your dreams, you know that you are not tapping into your fullest potential, would you rather fail trying to live the life you want to live, chasing happiness, chasing your dreams, or live the life that someone else wants you to live and win under their circumstances? That's a question for you to answer on your own. Where every night when you're working that 9 to 5, when you're not happy with it, you'd be laying in bed thinking, what if I took that risk? What if I took it upon myself, dropped my ego, and went all in on my dreams? I can tell you right now, you don't want to be in that position because I was there at one point. The last thing you want to do is live a life of regret. You do not want to be sitting on your deathbed sad because you lived the life that someone else wanted you to live, not the life that you wanted to live. And it took me so long to realize this because I was living the life that someone else wanted me to live. I wasn't chasing my dreams. I was doing what I should do. I got straight A's in college. I finished college, obviously. I worked the 9 to 5. I got the job I wanted. But none of those things really gave me happiness because they weren't truly what I wanted to do deep down. They were what other people wanted me to do. And I would try to convince myself that I wanted to do those things in order to be happy, but it was not the case at all because I knew deep down that it wasn't what I wanted to do. And when I was working that 9 to 5 with the college degree, I knew I had stability. I had a stable income, I was a salaried employee, but at the end of the day, it wasn't what gave me happiness, fulfillment, and purpose. So it was very hard for me to sacrifice those things and chase my dreams because I worked so hard to accomplish those things, even though they weren't what I wanted to do. So when I sacrificed those things and took the risk, I was so scared of failing. I was scared of hurting the feelings of those around me because again, they don't want to see me fail. They don't want to see me struggle. But at the end of the day, I know that me struggling is going to build me into the person that I want to become. So eventually I knew that I needed to take the risk and I accepted that I might fail. I might go broke. I might have to go back and live with my parents, but those are all risks I'm willing to take because I'm in it for the happiness in the pursuit, not for the pursuit of happiness. So was it worth it? I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm still living in it right now. I'm not even close to accomplishing the things I actually want to accomplish. But me working towards those things is what's giving me happiness and purpose. And it's safe to say right now that I'm living in a risk. I don't have a lot of stability, but what I do have right now is happiness. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I wasn't able to conquer the fear of failure. I literally told myself that I need to stop being a bitch because I am literally the only person who understands what I want. No one else. You are the only person who truly understands what you want. No one else. Not even your parents. Not even your girlfriend. Not even your wife. Not even your best friends. Only you. I no longer view failure as a negative, which is what society has ingrained in us. Not even just our parents, but going through school. They ingrain that failing is bad. So change your frame of mind that failure is a positive. It's a learning experience. And think about it. If you succeeded at everything on your very first try, what would be the fun in that? What kind of success story would that be? Pretty boring one. And people would probably just think you're lucky if that were the case. Not saying you need some heroic success story, but in my opinion, you want to earn it. I know for a fact I want to earn it. Think about it. If you don't go through true hardships and failures, did you really earn that success? Like if you just got passed down like millions of dollars from your parents or something, and that's really up to you to decide for yourself. But for me, I know I need to go through failures and hardships because it is an essential part of the process for me to learn and become a better version of myself. So let's think about it from this perspective as well. Let's say you do fail. You take the ego hit. The people who love and care about you get sad because they hate seeing you in that situation. How do you feel about yourself? Pretty shitty, I could imagine. And when that happens, that's a lot of built up energy that you can use. But with all that energy, you gotta make sure you use it responsibly. If you take that energy that you get built up from getting a failure, taking a hit, and going to like parties, doing drugs, chasing girls, spending it on vices, spending all that built up energy on vices to cope, you're not going to accomplish the things you want to accomplish. Or if you do, not in the time frame that you want to. Vices are probably the most popular way for people to cope with failures because their ego takes a hit. And when they participate in some sort of vice, that signals to your brain that you've won. It releases dopamine. But in reality, you didn't accomplish shit. You're just digging yourself into a deeper and deeper hole. So imagine if you took all that energy you built up from a failure, that ego hit, and used it to propel you in the right direction. Use that energy to learn more, invest more, work more, and push yourself even more because you don't want to fail again. That's how you can use failure to an advantage. That's why you should conquer the fear of failure. Take the risk, do what makes you happy, and pursue your dreams. Because you are the only person in this world that knows what you want to do with your life. So why live your life under someone else's circumstances?